A prophecy as old as time stirs within the sacred walls of Themyscira, whispering of a forgotten god whose return will either save or destroy the world. But who is this fabled deity, and how does their fate intertwine with Wonder Woman's own? Meanwhile, a storm gathers on the horizon. Diana feels the growing tension between her Amazon sisters and the outside world, a mistrust that threatens to consume them all. As Diana tries to bridge the divide, a hidden hand stirs, pulling the strings of fate from the shadows. But before we dive into this epic tale, let's embark on a journey through the realms of literature, where words come alive and imagination knows no bounds. Now back to our captivating story. Hidden amongst the lush foliage of Themyscira, an ancient scroll reveals an ominous prophecy foretelling the imminent arrival of a long-forgotten god whose power could reshape the very foundations of their world. This revelation sends ripples of worry throughout the Amazonian community, intensifying the growing unease that has been brewing beneath the surface. As if echoing the prophecy, Ars, the god of war, makes a grand entrance, disguised as the mortal Steve Trevor. His presence ignites a wave of skepticism and suspicion, fanning the flames of discord that threaten to engulf both the Amazons and the outside world. With the prophecy serving as a looming reminder and Ars's true identity concealed behind his mortal facade, the stage is set for a clash of epic proportions. Diana, sensing the escalating turmoil, finds herself torn between her unwavering loyalty to her Amazon sisters and the profound bond she shares with mankind. Her heart, once so resolute, now trembles at the thought of the prophecy unfolding before her eyes. In this moment of internal conflict, Diana realizes that the true test lies not in battling external forces, but in confronting the turmoil within her own soul. However, amidst this maelstrom of emotions, one question continues to echo in Diana's mind. Who is the forgotten god spoken of in the prophecy, whose return holds the power to alter the very fabric of their existence? And what role is she destined to play in the unfolding drama? As the search for answers intensifies, Diana uncovers a shocking truth that shatters her perception of her own origins. The revelation shakes her to her core, forcing her to confront a past she never knew she had and question everything she has ever believed about herself. Meanwhile, the outside world remains shrouded in mystery, its connection to the prophecy unclear. The weight of the unknown adds another layer of complexity to Diana's already burdened heart, intensifying her determination to find clarity amid the shadows. With each passing moment, the prophecy's implications weigh heavily on Diana's shoulders. She grapples with the potential consequences of the forgotten god's return, fearing the destruction it may bring upon the world. Yet amidst these dark forebodings, a glimmer of hope persists. Perhaps there is a way to avert the prophecy's grim outcome. However, the path forward remains unclear, leaving Diana caught in a web of uncertainty. As the stakes continue to rise, Diana's resolve only strengthens. Refusing to succumb to despair, she takes it upon herself to uncover the truth behind the prophecy and the forgotten god's identity. With unwavering determination, Diana embarks on a perilous quest, venturing beyond the borders of Themyscira to seek answers in the vast expanse of the mortal world. However, the deeper she delves into the enigma, the more she realizes that the truth lies buried under layers of deception and half-truths. Each new discovery only serves to deepen the mystery, leading Diana further into a labyrinth of intrigue and danger. Meanwhile, back in Themyscira, tensions reach a boiling point. The whispers of war grow louder, threatening to consume the Amazonian society from within. The sisters' unity, once their greatest strength, now hangs precariously in the balance. Diana's absence only adds to the growing discord, leaving her to bear the weight of her people's fate. In this critical moment, Diana stumbles upon a hidden chamber within the heart of Themyscira. There she discovers a trove of ancient artifacts, each holding secrets that shed light on her people's forgotten past. Among these relics, she finds a journal that chronicles the history of the Amazonian society, revealing their deep connection to the divine realm. As Diana delves into the journal's cryptic entries, she uncovers a shocking revelation that challenges everything she has ever known about her origins. the truth is nothing short of shattering, forever altering the course of her destiny. With newfound knowledge in hand, Diana races back to Themyscira, eager to share her discoveries with her people. However, upon her arrival, she is met with a scene of utter devastation. The city is in ruins, consumed by the flames of war. Her sisters lie wounded and broken, their strength seemingly depleted. It becomes horrifyingly clear that the prophecy has begun to unfold before her eyes. Just when all hope seems lost, Diana spots a familiar figure amidst the chaos. Her sister, Donna Troy, emerges from the shadows, her demeanor changed, her eyes filled with a chilling intensity. In that heart-wrenching moment, Diana confronts her sister, demanding answers. Donna Troy's response is nothing short of shocking. She reveals her true allegiance, exposing herself as the hidden hand that manipulated events, orchestrating the downfall of Themyscira and the suffering of their sisters. Betrayal runs deep as Diana learns that her sister's actions were driven by an insatiable hunger for power, a thirst that led her down a treacherous path. The truth unravels further as Donna Troy reveals her connection to the prophecy, claiming that the forgotten god's return was orchestrated by none other than Ars, the god of war, whom she has pledged herself to. This revelation sends shockwaves through Diana, shaking her to her core and intensifying her determination to stop her sister and Ars's nefarious plans. With the stakes higher than ever, Diana confronts her sister in an epic showdown, their battle echoing across the ruins of Themyscira. As the clash of titans reaches its climax, Diana's heart breaks at the sight of her sister consumed by darkness. Yet she remains resolute, refusing to let her sister's actions destroy everything they hold dear. During the intense battle, Donna Troy taunts Diana, reveling in the imminent destruction of their homeland and the suffering of their sisters. She mocks Diana's compassion for mankind, questioning her Amazon's place in a world teetering on the brink of ruin. These harsh words strike deep within Diana, reminding her of the very reason she left Themyscira to forge a path of peace and understanding between gods and mortals. Fueled by the desire to protect both her people and the world she believes in, Diana fights with renewed vigor, determined to put an end to her sister's reign of destruction. In a desperate gamble, Diana appeals to the last vestiges of goodness she believes lie dormant within her sister's heart. She reminds Donna Troy of their shared past, of the love that once bound them together, and the noble ideals their sisters stood for. Will these words be enough to break through the darkness that has enveloped her sister's soul, or will Donna Troy remain lost to the consuming darkness? As the battle rages on, the forgotten god's presence begins to materialize, shaking the very foundations of both Earth and Olympus. The air crackles with divine energy, heralding the arrival of a being whose power knows no bounds. Realizing that the prophecy is coming to fruition, Diana's determination intensifies. She understands that the fate of two worlds hangs in the balance, and she is their last hope. With a surge of adrenaline, Diana unleashes her full strength, confronting the embodiment of war head-on. Her every move is infused with the spirit of her ancestors, their courage coursing through her veins. Yet despite her valiant efforts, the god of war proves to be a formidable opponent, his powers seemingly limitless. Diana finds herself pushed to the brink, her strength waning as the battle wages on. As the fight reaches its most intense moments, Diana refuses to give up. Drawing upon the unwavering support of her sisters and the memories of those she holds dear, she summons a final surge of strength. In a breathtaking display of power, Diana manages to defeat the god of war, sending him reeling in defeat. With their greatest enemy vanquished, the combined forces of the Amazonian army and Diana emerge victorious. The prophecy has been averted, at least for now, and a sense of relief washes over the land. But amidst the celebration, Diana's heart remains heavy with sorrow. The victory is tainted by the realization that trust within Themyscira is shattered, fractured by the revelation of her sister's betrayal. As the festivities wind down, Diana finds solace in the support of her remaining sisters, their bond unbreakable despite the trials they have endured. Together, they begin the arduous task of rebuilding their homeland, determined to honor their fallen sisters and those who sacrificed for their cause. With each passing day, Diana's resolve strengthens. She recognizes that true leadership lies not in wielding power, but in serving her people, guiding them towards a brighter future. However, the scars of betrayal run deep, reminding Diana that vigilance is essential to safeguard against future threats. The victory over the god of war was hard-won, and the prophecy's implications still linger in the shadows. Diana understands that the battle for peace and understanding between gods and mortals is far from over. As the sun sets over Themyscira, casting long shadows across the land, Diana gazes at the stars, contemplating the mysteries of her birthright. She has faced countless challenges, each pushing her to become stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. But through it all, she has remained steadfast in her pursuit of justice and equality. And as the night deepens, Diana reaffirms her commitment to her dual heritage, embracing both her divine essence and her human spirit. She understands that it is in this duality that her true strength lies, making her more than a mere demigod or mortal. She is Wonder Woman, a beacon of hope, a symbol of truth, a champion of justice, forever striving to make the world a better place for all.